Hey, welcome back. If this is your first time here, welcome to Utter Lunacy, which is a YouTube channel and podcast where I talk about African movies and TV shows. I investigate. Investigate is such a big word. I look at I look at the themes that keep recurring on race, gender, class, that kind of thing. Today we'll be talking about This Is It, which is a web series out of Nigeria circa 2016, and it took the internet by storm. You had to be there, So, if you watched it, welcome to the 21st century with me. Watch it. Well, I don't know. You missed out, man. Go watch it. It's free on YouTube. Go watch it. So, yeah. This is every time I would have dumped tea in season 1. Okay, cool. I have had a wonderful time watching This Is It again. Lowla, the writer, producer, director, and editor of the series, really did something with the show. Mutuma, apparently the second hottest guy in Kenya circa 2016, and Chiagoziem Nwakanma really brought the characters to life. They won the Best Television Series Award at the 2018 Africa Magic Viewers' Choice Awards and was selected for the Zanzibar International Film Festival in the same year. I binged it then, I continued to binge it every few years, always taking notes and saying, I'll make the video this time. Well, here I am, going on 10 years later, finally doing it. When I tell you my procrastination game is legendary, don't argue with me. Argue with your mama. Alright, let's dive in. Here's every time I would have dumped T's ass if I was Dede in season 1. Look out for every time I would have dumped Dede, also coming up soon. Alright, cool. One, the wedding picture. Gloria, hallelujah words, the one, the only, G to the L to the O, Glorilla said, don't start with me, bitch, I'm petty.
Don't start me, bitch, I'm petty.
And let me just say, I don't think this is one of those cases, but I'll leave it to you, to your judgment. The opening song of the series features a slideshow of their wedding pictures. In one of the pictures, T looks like he's grabbing her wig or weave to pull it off. It's a joke, obviously. It's supposed to be funny. It ain't funny to me. The shit niggas do on their wedding days in the name of humor and being fun and funny are not to be taken lightly. We've seen men smash wedding cake in their brides' faces, or just smash cake for shits and giggles. There was that one guy who threw the cake at his bride. Full on threw it. One man pranked his bride into jumping in the pool. Another literally dropped her into the pool. We've seen them give absolutely repulsive vows. For some reason, the wedding day makes men want to get a laugh at your expense. And listen, if you ever try to get a laugh at my expense, making me the butt of the joke, the only thing you'd be after that is single. That's what you'd be, single. It's like something about getting married makes them feel emasculated, feminine, maybe even cocked, I don't know. So they respond by choosing masculine shenanigans to prove that they still got it or some shit. Now, what T did looks tiny, insignificant, inconsequential compared to what the rest of the male cohort is doing. But it's about putting her down nonetheless. We know that hair is a big deal for black women. Black girls grow up knowing their hair's not good. Remember Jay-Z and Betty with the good hair? Black hair is just understood to be subpar compared to what the rest of the girlies are working with. So black women flock to weaves and wigs, and with that comes endless ridicule and shaming. So when this nigga on our wedding day, when I have on this fire weave that I got just for this occasion to look hot for me, for him, when he decides to take a funny picture pretending to pull it off, he is participating in a long line of people who take every opportunity to humiliate black women for their hair and their resultant choices. With that picture, what he's saying is, this is not your hair. Your hair's not this good. You don't get to hide under this and pretend it's yours. We all know it's not. That's what he's saying. And let me tell you, we're going to do a lot of things on my wedding day. Lots. What we're not going to do is put me down. And we're certainly not going to take pictures of you making fun of me. This is going to sound like an exaggeration, but these actions, these deliberate choices to humiliate you publicly are often part of abusive behavior. In this case, with T and Dede, it's all fun and games, funny even, but that's not how real life works. A man that takes the opportunity to humiliate you in public will do so much worse to you in private. If he can publicly make fun of you and put you down like that in the name of jokes, he will destroy your self-esteem in private. And that's how abusers get you to stay. They make you feel worthless, cheap at you until you start to feel it too. The other thing about abuse is the longer you stay, the harder it is to leave. Landy Bancroft in Why Does He Do That says most women stay saying they will leave when it gets bad. But the thing is, leaving only gets harder, especially after an abuser becomes frightening. Some of the brides in those clips asked the grooms not to do it, and they still did. Leave at the first sign that he doesn't respect your boundaries. Leave at the first red flag, at the first sign that he's okay with hurting your feelings, hurting you for a laugh. So let me tell you, I'd have dumped him with a quickness. He'd have been a single motherfucker by the time we was done with that photo shoot. You're not going to make jokes at my expense and keep me. You can laugh with me and keep me, or laugh at me and be the singlest motherfucker there ever was. Also, this making fun of her hair creeps up again and again.
I'm really going to miss Carrie.
What? Are you about to cry right now? Just a few minutes ago, you were all macho. Come on.
I'm just having a moment, okay?
All right, come here. Come here. I'll be fine. All right? Babe, maybe you should change your hair or something. It stinks.
You know what? I'll just go have my moment by myself. And by the way, it's called coconut oil. Unprocessed.
There's no cost.
And by the way,
All I know is that's what we're not going to do. Bitey via con Dios.
you haven't said anything.
I'm thinking.
Well, you don't buy the idea?
I do. I'm just weighing it.
She's business savvy, and I think bringing her on board for the online bridal store site won't be such a bad idea.
She is business savvy, but she owns a boutique. I mean, I don't know whether she can co-run an e-commerce company. You know what you need? You need to get yourself a lawyer. And I'll get one for you.
But she's family.
That's my biggest fear.
But you and Sam,
We're guys.
how sexist can you get?
You know how women get. I'm just saying.
2. You know how women get. I'm just saying. Dede is thinking of going into business with Carrie, her best friend. T's first suggestion is that she get a lawyer. When Dede says, but you and Sam work together without all of that, T, without a moment's hesitation, says, quote, you know how women get. I'm just saying. End quote. Dede calls it sexist, but does nothing. She just moves past it like he didn't say nothing. There's something really good about this scene, and it's the fact that we're reminded that if a guy is a nice guy, he can get away with saying sexist shit. The problem is not the sexist things that people say. The problem we can now see is who said it. If Andrew Tate said, quote, you know how women get, I'm just saying, we'd all be up in arms. Fuck him, he's an alleged abuser and a trafficker and misogynist, blah, blah, blah. But it's T saying it, so he gets a free pass. You know, he's not like the other guys. He doesn't mean it like the other guys. We don't realize that it's the ideas, the beliefs, the attitudes themselves that are dangerous. We imagine that it matters who's saying them when it really doesn't. All that matters is the reinforcement of the idea that women can't get along, can't work together, and it's always going to end up in this huge fight. Men, we're told, are better at this whole friendship thing and making shit work. No drama. Except it is women who have strong relationships and men who are drowning in the alleged loneliness crisis. This demonizing of women and female friendship is crucial to patriarchal success. Women are supposed to view each other as potential threats, competition, and sources of drama. When women internalize that message, they isolate themselves, creating a perfect environment for abusers. When women talk, it can save their lives. When I was reading about the early women's rights movement in the US, I found that they just meet in each other's houses and talk. And in talking, they found that they had the same problems. They realized their home issues were not unique to them. It wasn't them as individuals. It was a systemic thing. It was something about men, masculinity, patriarchy, and all of these systems of dominance that are always at work. This is what happens when women meet and trust each other and talk. The exact thing the patriarchy doesn't want. It was women who started domestic violence shelters in their homes, hiding abused women and children from abusers. Even now, it is women who rescue their friends, mothers, sisters, cousins, grandmothers from abusive relationships. But the patriarchy hates that, and so female friendship, female relationships must be demonized at all costs. Diamond Platnumz has this song I love called Nita Regia. It's one of his old ones. In the song, he promises his wife that he will go to the big city, Dar es Salaam, and work and bring back the money for her and the kids. His wife says, when you get there safely, remember us, and that you've left your wife and kids under troubling conditions. She sings, unapokwenda kama ukifika salama, utukumbuke na sisi. Kumbuka mkeo na wana nyumbani, umetuacha na dhiki. Then he comes in some kind of parting shot and says, vile usijali ila naomba chunga sana, ogopa na marafiki. He's saying, don't worry, I hear you. Just one thing, be very careful about friends. But the word he uses is ogopa, ogopa na marafiki, which is literally, be afraid of friends. In the next line he adds, he's not going to believe their lies. Here, we're obviously talking about her friends and the danger they pose, the lies they could potentially spread and ruin Diamond's relationship. Everywhere, female friendships are demonized, made into this thing we should be afraid of and preemptively protect ourselves from, such as using a lawyer in Dada's case. The only people who benefit from women perceiving each other like this are men. That's it. Abusive men in particular. Back to T and Diddy. The writer knows that this is a sexist sentiment. We know it's a sexist comment that demeans female friendships, which is why Diddy says, quote, that's sexist. We're supposed to relax, chill the fuck out, now that one of the characters has pointed the problem out, even though nothing is done beyond merely pointing it out. This is a technique called lampshading. Lampshading refers to a situation where a character calls attention to a cliché or an illogical element, or in our case, problematic behavior in a scene, usually in dialogue. The writer does this as a sort of wink or nod to the audience saying, I see the issue here too, man. I see it. They acknowledge the issue, diffusing criticism and sometimes even injecting humor at the same time. I mean, if they say they see the issue too, then there's no reason for us to raise a stink about it, right? Criticism aborted. Plus, the audience feels like they have this shared understanding with the creator. Win-win. Unless you're concerned about the issue being resolved, in which case it's, I guess, win-win-lose. I don't know. Ours is a win-win-lose because I actually care about the fact that T continues to hold these beliefs that are at the heart of women's exploitation and subjugation. Sexism is not benign. Sexism is discrimination or prejudice based on gender and is rooted in the idea that women are inferior and men are superior. This is at the heart of all the shit women have to deal with, from being catcalled to femicide. It is all rooted in ideas about the inferiority of women compared to men. The reason T doesn't balk at being called sexist is because we have this idea of sexist men being aggressive, violent types. That's not always the case. There are two types of sexism, benevolent and hostile. T is of the benevolent variety. He believes in gender roles that position men as providers and protectors of women. His group is kind to women and believe women are vulnerable and deserving of protection. The problem is, it's all still rooted in women's inferiority and subjection to men. It's all a tactic and a cover to keep holding on to these beliefs while looking like the good guys. They continue to hold deep-seated sexist attitudes towards women and can be just as harmful as their more aggressive counterparts. Harm is not synonymous with violence or aggression. This group causes incredible harm, even when they are not aggressive or violent. If nothing else, they continue to promote those regressive gender ideas just with a nice sheen to it. They have no intention of changing the gender dynamics that situate men at the top and women at the bottom. It's also important to remember at this point that men who hold on to traditional gender dynamics and roles are more likely to be abusive. Hostile sexism, on the other hand, openly says women are incompetent, inferior, manipulative, overly emotional, and not suitable to hold powerful positions. Men, on the other hand, deserve greater power than women, are suitable for these powerful positions, and the power they have is maintained through controlling women's sexuality. Women are supposed to be under men's control. This is the exact logic at the root of abusive behavior, including coercive control. It's rooted in traditional gender roles and stereotypes and is responsible for classics like sexual harassment and domestic violence. We are far more familiar with hostile sexism, can easily point it out, and thus have less tolerance for it. This is why benevolent sexism is so dangerous. It skates by unseen and challenged. They hold the same views about women's behavior and their position in relation to men, but the T's of the world are just nicer about it. Also, research shows that these nice men can quickly switch from benevolent sexism to hostile sexism if the woman turns out to be the wrong kind of woman. So, women deserve protection until she no longer wants to have sex with him, and she deserves a provider husband until she refuses to be a submissive wife. That kind of thing. The T's of this world are dangerous, extremely dangerous, because they're not as easily spotted as their violent counterparts. In the Carmichael show, Gerard Carmichael talks about how he misses the old racism, where white people would just hang Confederate flags and you'd know right away not to fuck with them as a black person. He jokes about how now you can't tell because white people are hiding in plain sight. It takes longer to know that you're dealing with a dangerous one. That's T and other benevolent sexist types. It just takes you longer to know that they're dangerous. But they're no less dangerous than their white sheet-covered counterparts. For this reason, I would dump T, nigga, with the quickness. I don't fuck with nobody that holds on to traditional beliefs and gender roles rooted in the inferiority of women. How on earth could I possibly be with a nigger that holds these kinds of views? Not me, babe. Fuck you again, and via con Dios, you single motherfucker.
You know I'm not working yet.
Mm-hmm.
Do you mind borrowing me some cash?
What kind of question is that? We share a bank account, huh?
No. It's too early to start touching that.
I don't like the sound of you saying that you want to borrow from me. I mean, I told you that I could credit your account at the beginning of every month and you said no. Listen, I know that you like being independent, but it's my duty to provide for you.
And you always have. Thank you.
So, can I credit your account at the beginning of every month since I have to ask for permission?
Okay.
And that will continue even after you get a job. I'm serious.
Okay. If you're broke and I have, Will you ask me or Sam first? And don't even lie.
You'd be the last person I'd ask. It's a guy thing. Just be honest. What?
I like it when you get all manly on me. Super sexy.
So you just wanted me to talk, Abby?
Oh, no. Please, don't take your word back. I'm actually very broke.
Come in.
3. Credit your account even after you get a job. In the clip, Dede asks T if he could loan her some money. He's like, what are you talking about? We have a shared bank account. My money is your money. It turns out he'd offered to credit Dede's account every month, but she said no. He says it's his duty to provide for her and asks again if he can start crediting her account. She says yes. Then he says something crazy. He says, and that will continue even after you get a job, end quote. Now, I will admit this sounds sweet as hell. Like, give me a nigga that wants to credit my account monthly. See if I'll say no. Test me in this. Still, I have a quick question for T. What if I get a job where I earn more than you? What then? Will you still be crediting my account with a couple thousand naira that don't even register in my bank statement? Like, it sounds good. A nigga that wants to give you money. The only problem is the motivation behind it, the why. This nigga isn't doing this shit because he loves her. He's doing it for his ego. He believes it's a man's duty to provide for his woman, his family. And so that's why he's doing it. It makes him feel good to know that he's the big dog, the provider. This is the kind of man that spirals right out of his ever-loving mind if you ever out-earn him. His whole identity is tied up in patriarchal definitions of masculinity. And without them, he's an empty shell of nothing. Who are you if you cannot be the provider? What happens then? There has to be more to being my partner than providing money. T keeps doing this thing throughout the series where he says it's a guy thing.
Somebody punched me in the... Wasn't gonna say face. Impressive right hook, though. I'm in agony.
Thanks.
And every time he says it, I want to pop him in the chin, smack him like we're on WWE's Money in the Bank and I'm CM Punk. What the fuck? It's a guy thing? It's a guy thing? Ugh. My God. T is a benevolent sexist. He holds on to these traditional views about gender and gender roles. He's just nice about it most of the time. Other men aggressively talk about women's inferiority and how they need to be controlled by men. The nice guys like T believe the exact same shit about women's inferiority. But instead they say, the man is the head of the home. The man is a provider and protector. And I want to always provide for you. Because he's nicer about it, we don't interrogate his views further. But it is those views that hold up the oppressive system that is the patriarchy. It doesn't matter whether you're nice about it. Your views still hold up the system that gives men all the power and control and insists women be submissive to them. T is a problem. His views support an oppressive system. Dumped. Like, I wouldn't even look back for a second. You cannot hold on to traditional views that subjugate women no matter how nice you are about it. Fuck that. You are now single. Via con Dios dick. And also a dumper. What are you doing talking about, I love it when you get all manly on me? What? You're also dumped. We're out here trying to dismantle the patriarchy and you want to hold on to the parts that serve you. We want all of it gone. This obsession with gender stereotypes and gender roles, all of it gone. Even the parts that serve you. We're at zero tolerance for oppressive systems and beliefs. So you, patriarchy Princess Dede, are also dumped. Vaya con Dios, sweetheart.
Baby, this is some really good breakfast. Thank you.
Sure.
So, you wanna go see a movie this Saturday? All yours.
No, I want to talk.
Is everything okay? Is it the bridal store site?
How about we begin with the porn sites you've been visiting? Your endless research is on... Going downtown.
You've been going through my laptop.
The first thing that pops up on your screen is a porn ad site.
And then you went through my history? Dede, that is so sneaky.
Sneaky? We've talked about going downtown and you always acted like you're on the same page with me.
I am on the same page with... Look, I know you find it a bit extreme, but we can try.
Try?
Yes.
Wow, so you actually really want me to go down on you?
And I'd go down on you as well, equal pleasure.
I can't believe we're talking about this. How do you expect me to feel knowing that I'm the one who doesn't want it and I'm preventing my husband from executing his fantasies? God, now I have to start thinking about it.
Look, you don't have to think about anything, okay? Look, men have fantasies. You cannot make all of them come true. It's fine, all right? You're just panicking.
Of course I'm in panic mode. I remember clearly the day you told me you quit porn.
Dede, I do not watch porn, okay? I was just doing some research, huh? So don't try to start an argument with me.
Researching?
Please. Yes, on ways to make you see going downtown from a different perspective and maybe actually enjoying it.
It's disgusting.
Nothing about sex is pretty, Dede.
How long have you fantasized about this?
How long? What do you mean how long?
How long?
Does it even matter, Dede? Look, why don't you just be more open-minded? It's not as bad as you think it is.
See, it's for porn stars. Do I look like a porn star?
Maybe we can be our own porn stars.
This is not the conversation I thought I'd be having anytime soon. I am clearly not entertaining this fantasy of yours.
You know what? Forget about it. No more going downtown fantasies. It's done.
Okay, now it just sounds like I'm starving you. You're guilt tripping me and it's unfair.
But, babe, you might actually enjoy it.
You know what? This isn't happening.
So now you're walking away from me? Really?
4. Going downtown. Explicit. This one should be named the one where Dede finds T's extremely spicy internet history. As it turns out, T has been going to the fun corners of the internet and almost exclusively looking at content about blowing and being blown. Dede is absolutely shocked by what she sees. We'll talk about her in a separate video about all the times I would have dumped her. Anyway, she confronts T. T's embarrassed. They talk. Right off the bat, I would not dump him over watching porn. As somebody said, human beings are weird in many ways, including we like watching other people have sex. I don't know the psychology behind it, but I'm not about to dump a nigga over that. However, and here I want to quote the esteemed Winnie Byanyima, former executive director Oxfam, current director of gender at UNDP, aeronautical engineer, human rights activist, feminist, and diplomat. The quality, quote, the quality of the job matters, end quote.
Quality of the jobs matter. It matters.
When it comes to unemployment and companies claiming they're creating jobs, she said, the issue isn't just that people get jobs. The quality of the jobs matter. People's dignity matters. When it comes to pornography, for me, the quality of the porn matters. And no, I'm not talking about HD. If you're out here watching some hardcore shit where the woman is being injured, is crying, complete with snot everywhere, is being choked and some shit like that, then once I find out, you a single motherfucker. But if it's just some ordinary shit, it's all good. You do you, boo. That's where I'm at. More power to sex workers. So back to T. He wasn't looking at nothing crazy. He was just fantasizing about getting blown and eating his cheek out. Pretty normal. Maybe even healthy. Who knows? Like I said, I'm no psychologist. Now, let's talk about why I would dump him. Oh wait, before that, let's talk about things he did that I liked. Okay, 1. He tells Dede men have fantasies and you can't make them all happen. I love that. That's some real shit. You can't fulfill all a niggas, fantasies. 2. He says we can be our own porn stars. We stay pro sex work here. 3. He didn't bring it up. She found it and breached the conversation. I like something about that. It makes it look like he wasn't trying to pressure her or nothing. And 4, he says he only wants it if they can both have it. I know there's niggas out there that want to be or would be okay with being blown without ever intending to eat you out. And you know what? Fuck 'em. Fuck 'em. Back to dumping him. Here's why I would dump his ass. I don't think you should talk people into sex. Any sex. He says he was reading up to find a way to talk her into it. Now, in a different society, talking your partner into some new shit you want to try that they're hesitant or reluctant about would be okay. However, we live in a patriarchal society. Young boys are taught tips and strategies of convincing girls to do things they don't want to do. This is the whole pickup artist game. It's the idea that women just need to be convinced. They're not saying no. They're just saying keep trying to talk me into it. This way of thinking forms a huge part of rape culture. Rape culture refers to an environment in which rape is prevalent and in which sexual violence is normalized and excused in the media and popular culture. Women are socialized to never say yes because that would make them look like loose women, and men are socialized to always be scoring and never take a no. The result? Sexual violence and coercion. So much of the sexual interaction between men and women is coercive. Sexual coercion is unwanted sexual activity that happens when you are pressured, tricked, threatened, or forced in a non-physical way. So many factors combine to make women particularly susceptible to this kind of pressure. One, there's fear of what a man could do if you said no. So you say yes as a calculated way to stay safe, not because you really want to. Second, there's this pressure, particularly for heterosexual women, to always be there, ready to serve their man. Saying no is tantamount to denying him something, and Dede actually mentions this. Third, even with nice guys like T, where you're not necessarily afraid for your safety if you say no, there's still a massive power imbalance between men and women, and so he may think he's trying to sell it to you, convince you, persuade you, but to a woman, it registers as pressure to do what he wants. And for a woman who has been taught and believes that her husband's sexual pleasure is her responsibility, this is double pressure. This is why men have no business trying to talk women into anything sexual. I don't care if you think you're just making an argument to me and I'll make my own decision. The way this society is structured has too many elements working against that free decision making you imagine I will partake in. For that reason, I'd be out. I don't want you trying to talk me into anything sexual. If I'm not in it, I'm not into it, period. It's 100 other fun things we can do. We'll be alright. It would not be gleeful dumping. But I'd dump him nonetheless. Vaya con Dios, baby. I'll miss you. Oh wait, back up the moving track. He apologizes for making her feel pressured. He tells her sex is great regardless, says no pressure. Aw, you guys.
What is wrong with you people? How do you go see a Pixar movie? You must be shrieking the entire time.
Okay, full disclosure. I've always loved a second chance romance, so here goes. I'm taking his ass back. Hear me out. Nigga said that, then he cleaned the house, took a bath with her, and ate her out. Listen, I'm back, baby, I'm back. Like I never left. Yes, yeah. That being said, if I was the one writing this episode, I'd have had the action go down on a future episode. It just feels so quick. Plus, I worry about the ways women feel pressured and feel like they owe their partner sex. That part worries me. I'd have preferred a scenario where 3 or 4 episodes later, they're in bed, touching, just about to bang, and she whispers, her breath hot in his ear, T, you still want to eat me out? And then, bam! Then instead of the, oh yes thing she did, she just does like a normal mourn. I don't know, like, some shit like that. And sing.
And babe. Oh, I don't know, something like that.
Hey. You look gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
So, do you want a drink?
Oh, no, I'm fine. So, what couldn't wait?
I like you.
I'm sorry, what?
I know, it's crazy, you're married and all. But I think you feel the same way. Anyways, I just wanted to clear the air just in case you were wondering about my feelings. And just in case you're bored.
Look, Umar. You're a nice guy, and I'm sorry if any of my actions might have confused you, but I won't have you cross the line, okay? This is strictly a work relationship.
Okay, fine. No problem at all. I wouldn't want to create some kind of awkward moments between us.
Oh, God.
What is it?
Hi. You must be Umar. Well, forgive me. My name is Tomide, her husband, and project coordinator for the bridal store. So, from today, I approve of all meetings. You will deal directly with me. Is that clear? In fact, how about we reschedule tonight's meeting for another time, since you and I are gonna get to know each other. You know what I mean? I hope I'm not being, no?
No problem at all. You know what? I just leave.
Great. Have a fantastic night.
And what do you think you were doing?
A guy likes you, though.
And how do you know that, James Bond?
It's a guy thing.
Were you serious about being my project manager?
Do you really think I would need a proposal to get involved in this? As your husband? Anyway.
Okay, number 5. Back off Umar. Did is working closely with this guy called Umar, who's just claimed to be into her. Tomide walks in and then announces that he's the self-appointed project manager and all communication must now go through him. I'd have dumped him right there.
And for simply that reason, I'm out.
Right there. I don't fuck with niggas who act on their jealousy like this. Jealousy is a normal emotion. However, there are certain expressions of it that become an immediate red flag. How did he know where they was at? If Dede told him, why did he decide to come? What made him think he could come? And who died and made him boss determining who Dede can and cannot communicate with? Dude, this is the kind of thing abusers do. So what if another dude likes your chick? As long as your chick is not on board with that, you're good. Heck, if your woman is Dede fine, lots of people, men, women, theys and thems, are going to be into her. What are you going to do? Mediate all those conversations? Grow up and fuck off. Jealousy has often been framed as an indicator that someone has deep feelings for you, is passionate about you. And this framing is what makes it possible for abusers to take advantage of it. Jealousy becomes a red flag when your partner starts 1. Telling you who you can and can't see, talk to, or hang out with. 2. Telling you what you can and can't wear. 3. Begins isolating you because, quote, they want you all to themselves. 4. When your partner begins monitoring your social media. And 5. Things like checking up on your whereabouts, tracking your location. As far as we can tell, T did 2 of those things. 1. He appeared where she was. Even if she had given him the information, it was not so that he could appear there. And 2, he decided that Dede can no longer meet Umar alone. 2 out of 5 is not good. One of the things women in abusive relationships, and particularly those who have been stalked, say is the man would just appear where they were. Dude, that's a massive red flag. Multiple domestic violence researchers, including Jacqueline Campbell, have found that one of the risk factors for domestic homicide, which is where the man kills the woman, is extreme jealousy. That's from the book No Bruises, What We Don't Know About Domestic Violence Can Kill Us. Landy Bancroft, also found one of the key similarities in his client's stories was the men would get insanely jealous but act rationally in all other areas of their lives. That's from the book Why Does He Do That? Evan Stark found the same thing. Partner and non-partner homicides are influenced by jealousy. He also found that men commit femicide in 2 situations primarily. Impulsively, when they are jealous, or when the woman threatens to leave or actually tries to do so. That's from his book Coercive Control. It's okay to be jealous. It really is. That's normal. What you do with your jealousy, though, that's what matters. Like, I never understand men who date hot women. Like, what are you hoping will happen? You saw her and thought she was hot. The rest of us are not blind. We see it too. Same with women who date hot men. They're hot. We're going to keep seeing it. And we're going to keep giving the hot ones that attention. Deal with it, Zoea. Once again, what the hell, Dede? That is not flattering. It's scary, or at the very least, concerning. That being said, if you ever pull this kind of shit on me, I'm single and you're single. Vaya con Dios, baby.
Really? Is that on purpose?
What?
Can you chew any louder?
Thank you, babe.
T, you're 6 inches away from the sink. Jeez. Can you pass my phone?
6. That chewing. Listen, I know I said I'm with my girl Glorilla on being petty.
Don't stall me, bitch, I'm petty.
But this is not petty. If you eat like this, I'ma have to dump you. Listen, we're gonna eat what I assume will be thousands of meals together. I cannot deal with Ruto's murderous nonsense, deal with the patriarchy, white supremacy and rising fascism, balance multiple genocides within the continent and outside of it, and also put up with you chewing like that. Sorry, I can't do it. You're out, dumped. Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia.
What's going on?
Please don't get mad at me. I tried to tell you.
This has to do with Carrie, right?
Remember the day that I went to the house to tell her about the online business and all? Toby was there.
Which Toby? What are you talking about?
Toby. He's back in Nigeria for good. And that's not it. Promise you won't freak out or tell Sam
Can
or...
you just relax? Talk, please.
She slept with him. Or at least that's what she said. I'm trying not to freak out.
So she slept with Toby? What kind of sick joke is this? You and Carrie need to stop these games, huh?
T, believe me. Okay, I tried to tell you that Toby was back in town, but she made me promise not to say anything, so I let it rest, but she kissed him that day. What do we do? Sam mustn't find out. If he does, he'll hate us. What do we do?
Stop panicking, okay? This is what we're gonna do. No snitching. Those guys are like family to us, so we can't be the cause of any drama in their life. So go see Carrie, yeah? And I'm gonna go see Sam and make sure he doesn't hear the slightest about Toby, all right? Fine, Toby.
But...
No snitching. 7. No snitching. I'm about to do a double standard. You've been warned. Dede tells T about Carrie kissing her ex. Carrie is Dede's best friend who is married to T's best friend, Sam. When T hears this, he says, no snitching. Sam can't know about it. He says that Sam and Carrie are their friends, so they shouldn't be the cause of any trouble in their relationship. Dumped. You hear about cheating and your first reaction is no snitching? You know what you are? Single. You are now a divorced motherfucker. How is that your immediate reaction? That means when you fuck around out there, your hope is that somebody will rush to cover for you like this. Shit. You have never been more single than you are the instant I hear that. No snitching? Shit. In terms of double standards, if it was anybody else, I'd apply my most evergreen quote. I support women's rights and women's wrongs. But Carrie is hands down the worst person in the show, and I'm sure beyond. So you know what? Fuck her. Light her ass on fire. I'ma be a snitch.
Snitch, snitch, snitch.
At least it was you who did the punching. You know, Carrie practically walked me out, and she called me a youngie.
Sam mustn't find out about this. You need to end talks with Carrie.
Done.
And she might try to talk to you, but don't give her any advice. I have a friend I need to protect.
Okay.
I mean, what he doesn't know won't hurt him, right? I mean, I just can't walk up to Sam and say, hey, Sam, bro, you know what? Your wife is sleeping with her university sweetheart who stabbed us in the back and now is back in town for good.
Okay, now you're panicking. Last time I saw you this nervous was when Crest was about to go live. It's not even our problem. You're right, what you said this morning. So let's just focus on us and pray that Sam never finds out. Okay? Can we go to bed now?
You'd never do that to me, right?
Do what?
Cheat on me with another man?
Well, if there's two of
Then after not telling his friend that his wife is in the streets like that, T asks Daddy if she would ever cheat on him, nigga. You want to be told shit, but you don't want to tell your friend shit? Fuck out of here. Both of y'all dumped. Bye. Vaya con Dios.
Hey, you look knackered.
Wait, dinner?
Dinner? No, sorry. Been so busy with this thing. It's dragging a bit. We can order some pizza. Should take about 20 minutes. Hey, you haven't said anything.
It's fine, I'll pass.
Well, there's cookies in the kitchen. Hey.
Hey. How's your day?
Not bad. Making progress. How's yours?
Was good. Can I get something to eat?
Snap. I've been so busy. You know, maybe you should text me next time when...
When I need to eat.
Well, yeah. Oh, T, I really, really need a laptop. Like, it's getting really confusing writing in this journal and all.
I'll see about that.
You're the best.
Dede. Did you take my black suit to the dry cleaners? You know I have a very important meeting tomorrow at Nikon.
Shoot, I forgot. I'll take it tomorrow, I promise. Pinky promise.
So there's no food, the house is a mess, and I have no suit to wear tomorrow. It's great.
Well, excuse me. I haven't been playing either. I mean, the fact that I'm trying to work from home doesn't make me any less busier than you are.
You know, I've been trying to keep my cool about this, but it seems like you just don't get it.
Get what?
That I'm hungry. I need to eat.
T, there are noodles in the kitchen. Could you please just help yourself? I need to send this to the lawyer by tomorrow morning. And besides, it's 8 p.m. It's not even healthy to eat that late.
Excuses. Dede, when was the last time you cooked in this house? When was the last time you cooked in our home?
Okay, it's obvious that you've been in the mood, and you're not even talking to me about it. I don't want to start a fight.
Can you stop that? Can you please stop that? This is more important. I am hungry. I need to eat.
T, I don't know what's going on with you, but I'm not one of your staff that you can just order around.
No, you're not. You are my wife. Okay? And as my wife, it's your responsibility to make sure that there's food on the table when I come from work. It's your responsibility to make sure that the house is clean.
T, you're yelling at me.
And you are being insensitive and irresponsible.
This is outrageous. This kind of behavior is never tolerated in Boracua. You shout like that, they put you in jail. Right away. No trial, no nothing. Right to jail. Right away.
Number 8. That fight. Ooh, that fight. T comes home beat after a long-ass day where things didn't go right. Daddy's in bed, working. She's been working pretty hard on this project. His first question is whether they have dinner. Hey, I'm already pissed. Anyway, Daddy suggests ordering pizza, says it will be there in 20 minutes. T says, nah, whatever. He don't even want to talk to her. The following day he comes home. Same routine. Sits on the bed. They exchange pleasantries about their day. Then he says, "Can I get some to eat?" I'm already getting pissed. Nigga, you live here. You can go see if there's something to eat. Dede says, sorry, she's been so busy. T is not amused. She says, maybe you should text me next time.
And it was on?
Ooh, and it was on, and it was on. The way he pushed that notebook away, the yelling. Nigga, I'm not even playing. That would have been the last day of our marriage. The last day. You'd have had to tell your friends and family we broke up because you yelled at me about food. About how hungry you were. A grown-ass king baby. Shit. Approximately every 3 business days, there's some kind of housework-related discussion in which women say housework is a big deal and men say you exaggerate.
And I hear them saying, you exaggerate.
Housework is a huge deal. The expectation that women bear that full load is a big deal. And thankfully, it's becoming a deal breaker for more and more women. Women are killed because of cooking and cleaning. This shit is not a joke. A nigga that yells at you like this is not a joke.
It's our story, and we're doing the writing. Nobody business but our own. We got something that nobody's ever known, so just keep holding on and never let me go.
The most devastating thing about this scene is she goes and does all those things he yelled about. She cooks and cleans and becomes a good little wife. What? This is horror level scary. A nigga yells at me like that, especially if he's never been physically abusive. I walk out like I'm going to the living room and I'm out. We're done. You have never been more single than you are right now. You're the singlest nigga that ever lived. You could not be more single if you were alone on an uninhabited planet. Galaxy even. We're done. We're so done. You will not get another chance to talk to me, much less threaten me like that. Every time I see this scene, chills. Plus, I hate his guts. What the fuck? Here's my thing. You passed 100 fast food joints on your way home. You could have driven into one of them to buy something. Up until this point, when Dede is working on her thing, we're led to believe that she's been doing the wifely things. She's been a good wife until now. She has this one period where she's busy. You can't come home with takeout. You can't call and ask if there's food and you should come with some. You drove hungry all the way home, past 100 places with food to come yell at me about your hunger and feeding you? Hey, listen, take your king baby ass to your mama house because I am not the one. I swear to God, I'm not the one. Shit.
I should have never taken out my stress on you like that. I should have talked to you or helped. Look, I will never talk to you in that way again. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I should have been more wifey and sensitive to your feelings too.
Yeah. You should have.
I hate seeing you that way.
Me too.
Did you like your cufflinks?
Oh, I love them.
The next worst thing that happens is Dede, oh my God, apologizes first. For what? I am getting a headache, y'all. She buys him cufflinks to accompany the apology. Hey, you guys. Marriage is a humiliation ritual where women's labor is exploited because what the actual fuck is going on? What is she apologizing for? This is a grown-ass man. He can feed himself. Jesus Christ, what is this? Someone said men want to marry their mommy, and holy fuck, it is the truth. He apologizes, says he won't talk to her like that again, and to his credit, he doesn't, but that does nothing to address the underlying attitudes he holds. That it's her job to clean their home, cook for him, and so on. What the fuck? It's her job? Hey! As they say, may that kind of love never find me, may it never locate me. Anyway, he buys her a MacBook, so I guess all is well. Me? I'd have dumped his ass. That night he yelled. I'd have walked out and never looked back. Fuck you. Rot in hell. Vaya con Dios, you single motherfucker.
Now, before you freak out, just hear me out.
Okay.
Alright, I know you're always avoiding this subject, but I've been thinking
T,
about...
speak already.
When do we hope to make a baby?
We? Baby? T!
Yes, when are we gonna have a baby? Our baby.
No, this is definitely reverse psychology. I remember vividly the day we had this conversation and we agreed to wait 2 years.
We? I remember you forcing that down on me. We didn't agree on anything.
Jeez, T, we just got married like yesterday. They ruined everything, and I'm just still finding my footing, and just schools are so expensive these days, and society ills, and what is so funny?
I'm sorry. It's just interesting watching you panic. Babe, you'd be fine.
I am not fit to be a mother. I'm just not learning to be a proper wife, and now you want to bring this up and
I got you something. Pregnancy for dummies.
Pregnancy for dummies? What? Here, take it on my face.
Will you ever be ready to have kids? I mean, what if in 2 or 3 years you're still panicking? I just need you to embrace the thought, that's all.
You know the scariest part about kids? When they become teenagers. I can't do it, okay? And the labor pain, do you know that some women actually die from childbirth?
Well, my mother didn't die from childbirth, and neither did yours. Anyway, one of my clients is having a get-together for her daughter. She's turning 8, you're going. It's about time you get over this phobia for children you have.
Are you even listening to a word I'm saying?
Babe, my mom told me that she wasn't ready to have me when she did, which means that you might get pregnant when you haven't planned to, so you just need to start embracing it.
No. This is a dream. This is definitely a dream.
What if you're pregnant right now? With twins, no, triplets. You know, my mom's sister had quadruplets. It's in the genes. Wouldn't that be so amazing? What? What is it?
I just had this terrible nightmare. And you were talking babies and pregnancy and motherhood. And then you got me this ebook and I just started panicking. You actually sounded like you were ready for kids and all.
I've been thinking about it.
What?
You know, you need to get over this whole motherhood phobia of yours, huh?
You traitor!
Traitor?
Yes!
But how?
We agreed not to think about kids until after 2 years.
Oh, we agreed not to have kids until after 2 years. I'm still allowed to think about them.
Well, when you think them, you have them. Don't you hear that like all the time? And why are you even thinking about them? That is bad omen. I can get pregnant by mistake.
You need to calm down. Look, Dede, you need to ease into the process, huh? I was on the internet yesterday, and I downloaded something that I think will be able to help.
Oh stay away from me.
Dede, I've never seen anything that freaks you out like babies and kids.
You know what? I'm gonna go take a shower and forget we had this conversation, okay? I forgive you. Goodbye.
Hey.
9. About the baby. Let's begin by reminding ourselves that these two have been married for 6 months. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 months. And they're talking about babies. He is 27 and she is 23. What on God's green earth is the cause of this rush? Dede is deathly afraid of the whole thing. So afraid she's having nightmares. T, on the other hand, is all about them getting kids. He even gets her a pregnancy for dummies book. And it's not just T, even her best friend Kerry keeps putting on the pressure about her getting over her phobia and having kids. None of them asks what exactly she's afraid of. They know she's afraid, but they don't care why. They just assume it's irrational and serious, Dede drama. We're shown multiple times throughout the series that nobody takes Dede seriously. It's in the way they make fun of her, dismissing her as dramatic, and in this instance, invalidating her concerns about having children. Can you even consider it invalidating if no one so much as engages with it before dismissing it? They just don't take her seriously, but we will. First of all, the deal was to wait 2 years before having a baby, or wait 2 years before they even start talks about having a baby. They argue about it. She says it was wait 2 years before they even start talking about it. He says it was wait 2 years before having a baby. I believe her. Either way, regardless of who is giving an accurate account of events, 6 months is way too early to be asking Dede about kids. She's right to be panicked, and she's right in feeling pressured. Second, in the nightmare, we find out some of the things Dede is afraid of regarding pregnancy. She says, 1, kids ruin everything. 2, she's still finding her footing. 3, schools are so expensive these days. And 4, societal ills and the way the world is fucked. Right? What does T say in response to this list? Quote, "It's just interesting watching you panic." 5, she says she's not fit to be a mother. She's just learning how to be a wife, and having to learn to become a mother as well will be too much all at once. He shushes her and gives her a pregnancy for dummies book instead of asking why she feels, why she thinks she wouldn't be a good mom. 6, she talks about labor pains and how some women die from childbirth. His response? Well, his mother didn't die, and neither did hers. I wanted to scream. I still want to scream. First of all, I think the reason that the show chose to show us her reasons, the reasons, behind her fear in the nightmare, is so that they wouldn't have to engage with them. Because these are extremely valid concerns. Valid concerns that the show plays for laughs and T just ignores. She says kids ruin everything. Children will change everything in your life. Also, pregnancy is an extremely dangerous time for women. It is when most abuse begins or escalates. She says they're expensive. Children are expensive, and this should matter to women because the burden of child rearing falls on women. A man can just up and leave, and now you have a child to take care of. This is why women and children form majority of the world's poor. This is a valid concern for an unemployed woman to have. Can I support this child if you decide to pull a fast one on me? She talks about the state of society and the world. We're living through multiple genocides. Fascism and authoritarianism are on the rise globally, and we haven't even talked about the looming climate catastrophe. Future generations will inherit a volatile world that is far more difficult to live in. Do you really want to bring a child into this? That cannot be a casual decision you make on a whim just because a nigga you're with wants kids. Fuck that. Let him make those kids himself if he's so committed to the whole endeavor. She talks about labor pain and maternal mortality. Pregnancy alters women's bodies, their minds, their lives, sometimes permanently. The horror stories about what pregnancy can do to you abound on the internet. Shout out to all those women talking about things older women didn't talk about. Pregnancy is not a joke. It's not to be taken lightly. And she's right to be concerned about the pain, her health, and her life, damn it. He's not putting his body through anything. The guy who does the 3-minute pump job doesn't get to weigh in on a process that takes months, changes your body, and risks taking your life. Until you're also taking these huge risks, go to that corner, sit down, and shut the fuck up. Giving me a pregnancy for dummies? You're so lucky it's an ebook. Otherwise, I'd throw it at your stupid mug. Fucking asshole. I'm not even joking. I'd dump him. I'm raising concerns that you refuse to engage with. Instead, just powering forward because it's what you want. I'm making all the sacrifices and you don't even bother to try and understand where I'm coming from? This is existential. Women die and you're just like, everything is fine, let's do it. You know what? Fuck you. I would never be with a nigga that don't care about me, my goddamn life, and my concerns. They're so lucky they made that part where he makes jokes about triplets running in his family part of the nightmare, because I'd have dumped him on that alone. Go make divorcee jokes on the dating apps now that you think you're so funny. Stupid bitch. I also would have dumped him with the quickness about that birthday party he set her up to go for, knowing he wasn't going to be there and she's not a big fan of kids. Imagine you're not going to Pangami. Hey, Missy Pangwingwi, where do you get off planning my time and assuring some random woman I'll be at her kid's thing? Dumped.
What do we do? Sam must find out. If he does, he'll hate us. What do we do?
Stop panicking. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. No snitching. Those guys are like family to us, so we can't be the cause of any drama in their life. She's married to our friend, Toby.
Our friend? He married my girlfriend.
You left. But sleeping with his wife? That's just not right, man.
Are you done?
Yeah. But you know what? Leave her alone. And go back to that shithole where you came from, okay?
Are you really here because you care about your friend? Or are you just scared that your wife will be next on my bed?
At least it was you who did the punching.
10. I didn't want to snitch. T hides that Sam's wife Carrie has been seeing some guy, Toby, behind his back. Apparently they didn't hook up, but they kissed. Listen, he had his reasons for keeping it from Sam. 1, it was just a kiss. 2, he punched Toby out and told him to stay away from all of them. 3, Carrie is like a sister to him, and Sam are brothers, so he didn't want to in any way be a part of the reason they had drama or broke up. He had his reasons. Some would even argue good reasons. But I would dump him so fast, nigga. So fast. How are you, a grown man, talking about not wanting to be a snitch? Listen.
Don't stall me, bitch, I'm petty.
Call me petty. But that's grounds. That's grounds right there. Also, if you're my friend, you come to me. You tell me. That's what goddamn loyalty is.
I don't care. Anyone comes at you with any threat at all, you come to me. I don't give a shit if it's the Queen of England. You come to me. You tell me. You tell me everything. That's what goddamn loyalty is.
Also, if you're my friend, how are you going to keep something so important from me? If you know that cheating is a big deal to me, you tell me. It's not your decision to make whether or not I know. Fuck that. It's my marriage to handle, not yours. It doesn't matter if he punched Toby and warned him off. Still, you tell me. When people, and here I'm talking about men, when they hide other people's cheating, volunteer to keep the secret and so on, all I hear is when it's your turn, you want us to cover for you like this. And I'll be damned if I ever cover for a man in the name of not being a snitch. Fuck that. So T, you are dumped for reasons of extreme immaturity. What the hell is, I didn't want to be a snitch. Ugh, and covering cheating? Bye, vaya con Dios, cheater.
Hello.
Am I on to Tomide Mwenda?
Yes, speaking.
Hi, my name is Sarah Nubbers from the BTN Advertising Agency. Sam gave me your number. Do you have a minute?
Yeah, sure.
Tomide Mwenda?
Hi. Forgive me. And of course, the beautiful Sarah Nobbins.
Thank you. May I?
Please. Would you like a drink?
Trust me. I'm good. Sam didn't tell me you were this good looking. I guess he missed that.
Thank you. I guess that's a compliment. I'm flattered. You're stunning as well.
Thank you. But I'm not flattered. I mean, not yet. Listen.
11. Hello, cheater. First, I will admit the straights have a problem, many problems. One of them is everything is cheating to them. This instance does not fall into that category. Tomide leaves his wife in the hotel suite where they should be celebrating their 6-month wedding anniversary to go meet a woman with a sexy voice, Sarah Nobbins. Turns out she's just as sexy in person. Tomide is there, dusting off his flirting after what I'm hoping has been months of disuse, given that he's been married for 6 months. It's not just that he's sneaking around, taking calls from this woman or flirting shamelessly with her. I would dump his ass because of this specific sin.
Hey there. Too early?
No, it's fine. I'm up.
Okay, so I got us free tickets to go see a movie today. You wanna come? Don't worry, it's just an afternoon movie. Harmless dates. I got my boss to give us a 10% discount on our offer. Don't worry, when you come, we can talk business right after the movie.
Yeah, sure. It's fine. Just send me the details. Are you okay? You sound like...
Nah, I'm fine. I'm just doing my morning workout routine.
Oh, that's where you get that physique from, huh?
Okay, so when is this meeting of yours over? And T, you're breaking the rules. We agreed no work.
It's just a friendly meeting. Emphasis on friendly. And I'll be back soon, okay? And then we can plan on all the fun activities we could do while we're here. Still have 6 more days, right?
Well then, since today's for work, I might as well get back to my job search. So I can have friendly meetings as well on vacations.
Not cool, baby. See you soon, okay? Come.
Like, seriously, babe, I don't know why Nigerians are so freaking rude. No customer service at all. Like, did you know that every single one of them actually hung up on me? T, are you even listening to a word I'm saying?
Huh? Yeah, man. Babe, trust me, I've experienced it. Nigerians, so rude.
Yeah, just give me that. Who is she?
There's nothing to that.
Who is Sarah Nobbins? Oh my God, she's hot.
Yep. She's a client service executive at this agency that we're working with.
Are you into her? Is she the one you had the friendly meeting with today?
Can I get my phone back, please?
Who's hotter?
Really? Come on.
You can't even answer the question. You're into her, T. You're into Sarah Nobbins.
Don't put ideas into my head, woman. Anyway, she's having this small get-together at her house. Would you like to come?
Stop patronizing me.
But if I was into her, would I invite you to come along with me? So are you coming?
I'll think about it.
Take your time.
When is it?
So you're thinking about it?
No, I'm just asking.
Tomorrow night, 8 p.m.
Yeah, whatever.
So, I was thinking, have you thought about working out?
Are you calling me fat?
Why do you always jump into conclusions? I was thinking maybe we could both join a gym.
So you're trying to get me to look like your Sarah Norbert's, your hot new crush.
You're pissing me off.
After taking a call with the lovely Miss Norbert, who's exercising and sounding like she's in the middle of Olympic-level sexual intercourse, he asks Diddy, if she's ever considered working out. He asks if she's ever considered working out. Actually, this is the order of events. Olympic sex phone call. Tomide leaves their hotel room where they're supposed to be celebrating their anniversary to go watch a movie. A movie with Sarah Norbert. Tomide returns and is in bed, scrolling through pictures of Miss Sarah Norbert, while his wife Dede is talking to him. Dede grabs the phone and remarks about how hot Miss Norbert is. Then T comes in with the closer and asks if she's ever thought about working out, exercising. Hey, if this was a movie, this would be an appropriate time to slap him. Who do you think you're talking to? Dumped, asking me if I've thought about joining a gym. Nigga, have you thought about joining a gym? You don't think I see hot men hotter than you? Have you thought about growing taller? How about getting hotter? Getting long, sexy hair I can run my fingers through. Like, what was his name? Umar. Shit. Then you're here acting like you're the one who's pissed off when Dede points out that you're trying to make her look like this Sarah Norbert's chick. Nigga, you're dumped. Go gaslight somebody else. Dumped. It's one thing to be into some chick, be crashing on her, but to come to me and then try not only to compare me to her, but to make me feel insecure about how I look because of her? That's crossing a line. That's cruel, malicious, and mean. And it's exactly why you're now a single motherfucker. Then he takes her to this Sarah Norbert's party, where he spends the entire evening flirting with her in a corner. He only comes out when some guy starts dancing with Dede. So jealousy is why you're hanging out with your own wife? I would leave you so fast, your head would fucking spin off. You want to be with hot Miss Norbert? You know what? You're free to do that now. All day, every day, via Condios dick? Shit. Yeah, so all of that pissed me off. What would it take to take him back? I've been wondering, what would it take for me to take T back if I was Dede and he'd done all this shit and I dumped him? I love a second chance romance story, so this is exactly my kind of jam. The gender roles and stereotype fights, I don't think there's any coming back from that. Certainly not from me. If you're traditional like that, you and me, we ain't got nothing to talk about. I'm thinking about it in terms of the story I would tell if I was tasked with putting them back together after breaking them up. Alright, so let's just do one. To be clear, this is a very rough draft, okay? Like, it's a very rough draft. Don't judge me, okay? Okay, so let's set the scene. Dede's mother, that wedding picture. Let's talk about the wedding picture. Say I dumped him because of that, which is the first reason I would have dumped him. Okay, let's set the scene. Dede's mother's visiting. She asks to see the album with the wedding pictures. She's seated between T and Dede on the couch as they look through the pictures. T notices that picture of him playing at pulling off her hair is missing. Dede's heart clenches when she sees the empty sleeve. T looks up at her. Dede, where's that picture? Did you remove it? Nah, I think it's just moved, Dede says quickly, pointing out something to her mom in some other random picture. Damn. She was supposed to move another picture into that spot, but had postponed it and forgotten. He would not have noticed if she'd just done that simple thing. She can feel T's eyes on her, but he lets it go and goes back to looking at the album between them. That evening, they're seated side by side on the couch, sipping wine and watching the evening news. Dede is so relaxed, she's this close to falling asleep. She's so relieved things went well with her mom, she hadn't realized how tense she'd been. Why'd you remove the picture? T asks. Dede freezes. all the warm relaxation fleeing. She'd known he wouldn't let it go, had known it was only a matter of time before he brought it up. She just erroneously assumed she had more time. Why'd you remove it? Didn't you like it? He asks, moving forward so that he's looking at her. Dede fights the urge to close her eyes and walk away. She shakes her head. No, I didn't like it. I hated it, she says, the harshness of her voice surprising even her. His eyes widen. Hate? Dede, I hated it. Everything about it. Why did you even do it? I thought it was funny, playful. He answers, slow, hesitant, like he's trying to calm her down. Well, I didn't find it funny. Why would you even think that would be funny? He stammers, then stops. I thought so. Dede stands up, intending to leave. He springs up, his hand grasping for hers. Don't go. I'm sorry. Can we just talk about it, please? Dede starts to shake her head. Please, Dede, I hate that I ruined the picture for you. Let me make it right. Dede sits down. He sits next to her. You were making fun of me, and the fact that was a weave, that's why you thought it was funny. He's shaking his head as she speaks. I wasn't trying to make fun of you. You were. The whole point of that was to point out the fact that was not my hair. And listen, I have to hear it from the world every time I step out with a weave. I do not need to hear it from my husband. His hand moves to cover his mouth. Then he reaches for her hand, sandwiching it between both of his. Dede, I swear, that's not what I was doing. I just checked our wedding pictures online and a few guys had those, so I thought it was fun to do. I wasn't trying to make fun of you, certainly not on our wedding day. He squeezed her hand. I swear. All those women were black women with weaves, right? He pauses, then nods slowly, like it's starting to sink in. Didn't you stop for a second to wonder why? He shakes his head, eyes downcast. I'm sorry. I really didn't think. She exhales. Yeah? You know that black women get all kinds of hate because of our hair, and you didn't even stop to think about why men thought that was funny, why you thought it was funny. They sit in silence. You're right. I should have thought about that, but I want you to know, I don't judge you for weaves and wigs. It's just a style to me, like cornrows and braids. I don't think any type of way about black women wearing them. Really? Yes, really. He says emphatically. They sit in silence. I'm sorry, Dede. I really am. And I'll be more mindful, I promise. He says, holding her hands tight. Okay, Dede says. Really? He asks, gently caressing her cheek. Yes, really, she says with a smile. Good, he says, giving her a quick peck on the lips, then drawing her into a hug. Dede let herself exhale. Felt the anger and tension dissipate as she rested on him. End of scene, I guess. So yeah, something like that, I guess. Yeah, something like that. Like he would just have to be made to see that this is like a very misogynoir type thing. Like, it's hate directed at black women for their hair. Yeah, anyway, so that is every time I would have dumped tea, and perhaps the one time I would have taken him back. Or twice, I'd have taken him back after that time he ate Dede out. Like, I can get behind that. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. I gotta go. I gotta go. That's it. Yeah, that's every time I would have dumped him. Okay, cool. Look out for every time I would have dumped Dede coming soon. Alright, cool. Hey, if you haven't watched it, go watch the show. It's really cool. I think. Until next time, remember who you are. Love life. Love people. And stay lunatic.